Welcome everyone, welcome to round 8 of Tier 2 for Interlagos. Just going to run through the championship standings real quick for the drivers. Up first, there's our top 10, so we've got Ski leading the way on 231 points. Then we've got Albon over in P2 with 198, Hilly P3, then we've got Sam, then we've got Mitchell with 132 points in the Mercedes, then we've got Jonathan in P6 with 126 points. Matt Maddox in P7, then we've got Ninjas, unfortunately not racing today, in P8. The HA Father in P9 and Billy as a reserve in P10. Jump to the bottom half. We've got Viking P11 with 80 points, joint with Ev and Gert. Then we got Frosty P14 on 78 points. Then we got Lily in P15. We've got Dazzler Humour level on points to Lily in P16. Then we got Willow P17, Thomas in P18, and we got Sean Hilton, Ollie, Gav, and J Marsh. And that is it for all the drivers. Now hopping into the constructors. There we are. So we've got P1 of the Sauber with 497 points. Then we got Alpine P2 with 335. Next up is Aston Martin in P3. And then we've got Mercedes in P4. McLaren P5, Williams P6, just ahead of Racing Bulls in P7. Then we got Red Bull P8, Haas in P9, and then bottom of the standings is Ferrari. So that is it for your championship standings. I'll let this run for a little bit before we jump into qualifying. So,
as always, we will hop on board with the first driver out on track. We've got a few drivers coming out now. Oh shit, missed. It's Albon over once again. Here we go. As he gears up for his lap, getting some temperature in the tyres. Going through the most crucial part of the track. Jumps out, turn 12, sets you up for a good run on the main straight. And you get DRS. So we go then into the centres, sorry. Into turn 1 we go. Fits inside apex nicely. So he's got a nice exit down the retroposter. Into turn 4, to Cesar Del Lago. On the rise, up to turn 6. Through turns 8 and 9. Demanding few corners. Very easy to lose the back end, lose a bit of time in there. Into turn 10, another demanding corner. See sector 2 being pretty challenging around this track. Where time is to be had through Junsao now. They've got a nice exit. The line, of course, purple sectors, because he is the first driver to set a lap. As he is flat out. Some ERS burn, and it's some DRS, and it's a 9.1. Decent lap from Albon over. Liam Chef goes P2 with a 9.2. So you got a Haas crossing the line in Gert. Goes P3 with a 9.7. As Mikey now crosses the line, goes fastest with a 108.5. That's pretty good. Lily with a 109.5. That's a very solid lap from Lily. Seth goes provisional pole with a 108.4. Never mind. Look at that, 1,000th of a second ahead of Seth. And then Thomas goes top. This is incredible. 108.3 by Thomas. Got the other side of Hilly, who was also another contender for pole, so we could see another fastest lap change. See if he comes to the line. He does go quicker, so the 108 flat. Excellent start of qualifying here. So it was a lovely slipstream. Never mind. Benton comes into the pits. Ski on his first lap. To the line for our championship leader. Oh, it's only P9 with a 109.7. Not ideal. Gert's getting out of the way of some cars off the track. I think he's coming up the pits, isn't he? Yeah, looks like a few drivers just... Well, it looks like Dassler as well, so we'll get on board. First lap was a 10.6. Good to see Dassler back racing after a few weeks off. Through turn 4. About 700ths of a second up through the first sector. On the climb up to turn 6 and 7. Through sector 2 now. Trickiest part of the lap by far. As you can see, both Saubers P1 and P2, so that's good for their constructors' push. Ooh, 6/10 up. Looks pretty good for the Haas. It's a nice one. Yeah, that's a solid lap. Hold on. 4/10 improvement. Still puts him in P13, but right on the back of Marco Rosso on pace now. It's like Gert's about 3/10 up. Going down the last straight. Battery fully gone. What's it going to be? It's going to put him ahead of our championship leader into P9 with a 109.6. Looks like we've got Hilly on a lap here. Jonathan. Don't think he's on a lap because he's saving battery like that. He's gearing up. Go for a push. Albon is just starting the lap. We will get on board with Jonathan as he starts his lap. So I haven't run on board with him yet. So we'll get on board now with Jonathan as he's on his push. Here comes a Red Bull down the Ret Riposta. DRS open, overtake enabled into turn 4. As you can see, he did 2 outlaps, so a 15.5 is just his second outlaps time. Through turn 10 we go. Got a nice bit of battery to burn to the line. Go through turn 11. Up the hill into turn 12. of Junsell. As you can see, purple second sector for Jonathan. Pretty high up. So here he comes, burning his battery. DRS now open to the line.
You'll need to unlock your iPhone first.
Siri's talking to me for some reason. That is a 1092, which puts Jonathan at the P9. But my name's Jeff. Heading into the pits. As Ski cuts a few corners. Merge! And merge. As we run on board with Hilly for his lap. Ooh, big snap at the rear. Yeah, save me a merge. It's been a great start to our Friday evening. 200s up is Hilly. I didn't see that, but Ev has gone P1 with a 7.8. What a lap. From the Mercedes, that's much better than his sprint quality time. Probably shouldn't talk about this. Anything sprint, but yeah, his time in quality before was about a low 108, I think. Maybe a 108 flat. So here comes Hilly. Oh, he's invalidated. Spot that. Ski is probably not on the lap in, I don't think. No, he's coming to the pits. Shaggy down on his time. Lily 2.5 tenths down. Through sector 1. She's on the climb up the hill into turn 6. It's not quite a Red Bull, it's called Star of Prom and Magic. Something a bit more of a kick than a Red Bull does, but you know, it is what it is. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Yeah, fruit shoot. Sorry, fruit shoot. For all the kids out there, the dream made possible. So Lily doesn't improve. Get about 10th up. So we've got Red Bull of Surth coming to the line here. Oh, 700 up. It's going to be close. Does improve, but doesn't move up any places. It's a 108.3. Some brilliant times being set. Thomas Gangas to the line in the Sauber. What is it going to be? Going to put in P3 with a 108.1. It's a very respectable lap time. I'll put him very high up. I'm sure of it. Well, he's off track, getting on the way. That's like him starting his lap. Sorry about that. Matt Maddox looking to improve. On his current time, you see down in P16. I'm sure he will move up the order. P7 in the championship, so the pace is definitely there. Going through sector 2 now. It has indeed. I love it how close it is. Means it's a very well balanced grid. As matters about 700 up. As he goes P13 with a 109.5. Viking to the line. That's Mikey. Just up on his time. See where it puts him. Up in a P5 of the 108.2. So we got our current provisional pole sitter starting a lap. Here we go. Taking a nice wide line through turn 1. This man is on it today. The American himself. Going down the retro poster into turn 4. He's a 10th up as well. Here we go. Pushing the limit through turn 4. Through turn 5. Up the hill into turn 6. You can see how much he's pushing the car. But I must say, very quick driver. From what we've seen so far, a 108, a 107.8. Looking to improve, let's see what his time is. Going into the final sector, he's still 300s up. So he's still improving on his lap. A little bit of a twitch on the rear on the exit of turn 12. The long run to the line. You can see using all the track to his advantage. And he goes quicker with a 107.8. A lower 107.8. So we've got Jonathan on a lap. He's invalidated. Get it now. Then we'll get on board with Hilly, who was gearing up for his final lap. Here we go. Here we go. Here comes Hilly. Going into the centre S. Turn 6. I think Hilly's gone for another hour. As you can see, using no battery. Yeah, he's definitely going for a lap. Seth. That's M's going for another one. Don't know if it is. Championship leader Ski cuts the corner. I think he's invalidated. Seth, about half a tenth down. Jonathan retires down in P11. See if Jonathan's teammate can make any inroads on this top 5. Oh, he's second down. I think he's gearing up for another lap. Everyone's doing 2 out laps, it seems. So here comes Hilly now. I saw he was just up on his time through sector 1, so let's see if he can put himself in contention for that pole position. He should have had it in the sprint. Through Junsao, oh look at that, 3.5 tenths up. Looks like he's going for another 107.7. Here he comes to the line though. Looks like he's just going to run out of battery just before the line. What's it going to be for Hilly? It's a 107.6, which puts him on provisional pole. Ever's starting another lap. So is Thomas is down on his time. Let's have a look at Ski improving. He's just down as well. Wow. As Ev's gone off, and he is done. Thomas is just about 2 tenths down, so Hilly is looking for pole position here. As Thomas doesn't improve, keeps him P3. Oh, Mikey 2 tenths up. This could put him up in a P3 if he keeps going. Never mind. Mikey is done. Ski, ooh, 3.5 tenths up. Championship leader, trying to make some inroads on them up the top. See if you can get into the sevens. Come on. Championship leader Ski to the line. It's a 108.1, which puts him into P4 at a very solid starting position for the race. I think that could bring an end. Looks like Lily's not improving. That will be 8-4 qualifying. So Hilly lines up on pole, Evan P2. Hilly's teammate Thomas in P3. Ski in P4, Viking P5, Viking P5, Mikey P6, Shaggy P7, Seth P8, Album Lover down in P9. Names Jeff P10, Jonathan P11, Marco P12, Lily P13, Gert P14, the HA Father P15, Matt Maddox P16, Dazzler Humour. Rounding out our grid down in P17. That was your rundown, and I will be back for the race start. Fibre lights for Tier 2, round 8 around Interlagos. As lights tell me are underway. Looks like the Mercedes got the better start. Into turn 1 and Evers took the lead. Hilliers had a terrible start down to P3. Get the tyres up. Looks like we've got Greg off at the back. Oh, looks like Ski's going for a move on Thomas. Oh, there's a little bit of contact there going to turn 4. Now need to sneeze. Side by side going up the hill into turn 6. It's going to get interesting. Oh, we've got a bit of contact. More contact. Ski flies off the road. So he's going to look for a move, not quite. So Albon Lover's made a move on. My name's Jeff. It's Evers storming away out in front. Looks like Hilly's on the hards, so he's lost a bit of time to the leaders. Of course, losing all /P1 at the first corner. So the HA Father's been caught up in an instant, down in P18, 5 seconds off the pack. We go into lap 2 of the race now, DRS enabled. They're looking to pull away. Oh, Lily's lost her front wing. He's forced to box. Here comes Ski on the back of Thomas now with DRS. They're running into turn 4. Here we go. He's going to go down the inside. Brakes just slightly more contact. Thomas is pushed off the road. Side by side once again. Going. Oh. Elbows are out from Ski. And now the championship leaders open a P2. Nice move. As he overtakes quite a bad start for both Sauber cars. Down in P3 and P4. As Thomas looks for a move around the outside. Can't quite pull it off though. Into turn 10 we go. I will love it right in the back of Gert. Obviously P2 in the standings. Doesn't look like Ski's been able to pull away from Thomas this lap, so he's going to be very vulnerable going down the pit straight now. Outside line for Thomas into turn 1. Ski has to give it up. Oh, he's gone for the little outside line through turn 2. Can't quite pull it off, but he will have DRS into turn 4 once again. See here he comes, he's going to sail past. There he goes. Back up to P2. Smart driving. Oh, his Viking's gone for a move on Hilly and pulled it off. What a move into turn 4 from the McLaren driver. Hilly's going to come back at him just slightly. Viking is able to hold on to the position. As you can see, Hilly on the hards, struggling quite a lot. He's now got Shaggy right in the back of him. Down in P5 now. The pole sitter with a terrible start this race on the hards. Ooh, big contact between Viking and Thomas there. Ooh, as Thomas looks to the inside in turn 10. Can't quite get it off. As Ev now is streaking out in front by 3 seconds after 3 laps. So here comes Thomas once again on the back of Ski, going down the pit straight. Will have the DRS. Can't quite get close enough. Hilly looks to the outside on Viking, just loses a bit of grip. Jonathan gets our first track limit penalty of the day. So here comes Thomas with DRS into turn 4. Is he going to go over it? He goes down the inside. Ooh, I just avoided contact. Albon overtakes Gert. So here we go, once again, down the main straight. Thomas going to look for a move down the inside on Ski into turn 1. Oh, he braked quite late there. Ski has the outside line, going into turn 3. What? Right on the edge. Ski's going to have another run at Thomas. Thomas blocks the inside line. Into turn 4. Oh, he tries to hang it round. Ski, last of the late breakers, picks up the place. Looks like Greg has been caught up in turn 1. Matt overtakes James Jeff down in P12. His battle for P2 just heating up now. Race leader F still about 3 seconds out in front. Oh, and it looks like Matt has spun, going through turn 6 as he drops down to P15. Oh, it's a big battle here. It's like Shaggy's lost out, might have went wide at the exit of turn 6. Albon all the way up to P7 now. Interesting. Jonathan P6 as well. Some moves being made towards the back. So Mario Jeff lost 2 places as well. 30 laps to go. Albon was going to look for a move on Jonathan in turn 1. This is going to get close. Oh, Jonathan's hit Albon over off the track. Jonathan also has damage to his front wing. As through goes Mikey up on a P6. Albon was off the track again. This is getting very feisty with him and Jonathan side by side going up the hill. Who's gonna take their place? There's a lot of contact. Albon has spun round, and so has Jonathan. And there was damage to his teammate as well, Sirth. Huge crash. Going through turn 6. Both drivers not wanting to give up any sort of place here. Oh, as Albon goes down the inside of Gert in turn 10. Uses the rear on the curb though. And will ultimately lose that place. Oh, he has the outside line with turn 12. As Jonathan tumbles down a P14 with front wing damage. Oh, look at this. Here comes Shaggy now. Albon brakes later. Into turn 1. Just avoids the back of Gert there. Just through goes the McLaren. Albon going to hang it around the inside. Holy hell, you know. Albon getting very feisty on track. Into turn 4. Oh, a bit of contact. Shaggy goes off but claims the place up in a P9. Goes Shaggy in the McLaren. Fiery start to the race from the Williams driver. Back towards the battle for P2. Thomas. Looks like we've got a battle between names Jeff and Albon Lover. Going through turn 11. Vikings very close to Thomas down this straight. DRS now enabled. Has Thomas got a good enough run? On the ski, not quite. Oh, Hilly has a little bit of a look into turn 1. Oh, Seth boxes, I'm assuming for a new front wing after his collision with his teammate. So here comes Thomas Gangas on the back of Ski now. Looks like the battle in the midfield's just calmed down a bit. Albon have it into the pits now. Sorry about that. Back to the action. Lap 11. Thomas Gangas still on the back of Ski. Right, here we go. Sorry about that. Thomas still in the back of Ski. Mikey has dropped back just slightly. Seth has come to the pits obviously for a new wing. Viking just boxed on the slap. Shaggy into the box for a new set of hards. Thomas's tyres probably getting burned up now. Stuck behind Ski for quite a long time. Shaggy comes out just behind the HA father. As Jonathan is now on the back of Greg Campbell. Going down the retro post to get some move done up to P14. Oh. My name's Jeff on the back of Seth there. I'm expecting Seth to pull away on the fresher tyres. Oh, Thomas has left the session, that's not good. I've missed that. Ev got a 10-second penalty. Oh, interesting. Our race leader, really compromised now by that 10-second penalty. So our net race leader is currently the championship leader, Ski. As we have a few pit stops for those on them old medium tyres. Ski now on the charge. Big Shaggy's right at the back of Mikey. That's interesting. One at turn 4. Oh, we've got to move. Mikey going for the outside line in turn number 9 here. On Jeff, gets the move done. Can Shaggy follow him through in a turn 10? Oh, he has the inside line. Is he going to be left space? Jeff has a little bit of front wing damage. A little bit of contact and exit, looks like. Shaggy's just going to have to be patient and wait for the DRS. Oh, as you can see, Jeff's exit is not ideal. As Albon has gone off at turn 4. There's Jeff, can't quite get on the back of Shaggy. Hilly closing up to Thomas Gangas, who is fortunately, what do you call it, AI ghosted. As you not necessarily, I'll try and get him back in if I can. It's all I've got him added. I don't. No, he's joined. Good. He is back. I'm assuming Ev and British Boy will be coming in soon. As here comes Ev into the pits. So does Ski. Don't get penalties, lad, please don't. There we go. It's a tough pit entry. Thomas is in as well. Mikey on the back of Seth now. Nearly halfway through this race. So Hilly takes the net race lead. Well, takes the race lead on them old hards. Marco Rosso went to P2 on them old hards as well. As Viking has jumped the race leaders. So new net race leader is Viking in the McLaren. Oh, looks like Viking's right in the back of Marco Rosso with the RS. It's been done nice and easy. Viking up in a P2 in this race. 3 seconds ahead of Ski. New fastest lap set by the McLaren. Showing some great pace so far. That undercut's worked very well for him. Let's see if he can. I don't think he'll be able to get these tyres to the end, but I'm sure I'll find out. Ooh, was Sirth. Just behind Thomas Gangas. So Thomas up in a P6, got that move done on the Red Bull. Ooh, as you can see, Shaggy right on the back of Sirth now. Gets the move done through the curve at Assault. We'll now try and hang on to the back of Thomas Gangas, who's on the fresh hards, as you can see. Name's Chef just closing up to the back of Gers. No, not quite, he's got damage, so his pace will be a lot worse than what he would have wanted. Dalmanova all the way down in P18. Not a good afternoon for him. Jonathan on the back of Matt Maddox. Ski with a new fastest lap. Catching right up now to Viking. Oh, Seth comes in again. Thomas now closing up to the back of the Alpine of Mikey. Marco's finally fell out of the DRS range of Ski, so he's now going to be left vulnerable to these two. Ellie with a very interesting strategy, mind. See where it puts him towards the end. He could be going for a one stop if he can stay off for another few laps, depending on what his tyres are on. It was all part of his master plan at the start of the race. Try and go as long as possible on the hards, try and pull off a one stop. As Thomas gets Mikey with a DRS over to P5 in this race. Matt on the back of Jeff going through John's cell. See, we got that moved in nice and easy with the DRS. So there he goes. Over to P10. Now Jeff will be left exposed by Jonathan. To Jonathan, I should say. That man was left, especially banging him back in immediately. You can see Jonathan looking for a move. Try and join up as quick as he can to that battle. Doesn't quite go for it at 10-4. Jeff does get a bad exit though. Oh, very close. Jonathan does get through, up in a P11. Ski trying to close up to Viking now. The gap is coming down slightly every lap. As a HFR that gets it 3 seconds. Oh, here comes Thomas on a ghost of Marco Rosso. Alright, so he should be back in soon. Let's hope. We've got a yellow flag, I think it was Albanova, spinning on the exit of turn 3. As Name Chef finally boxes off them hards. Hopefully changes wing. Oh, his Albanova's gone off. Let's hope there's no safety car caused. As you can see, his front wing's pretty damaged. gets Hilly boxes off them hard onto a set of mediums now. Marco also comes in. We got one of our tyres in the pits. Third race to start to settle down. Marco Rosso getting out of them fresh mediums up in P10 to be fair. Very solid start. Let's hope he can get the session as soon as possible. So now we watch Hilly absolutely on the charge. Let's see where he can get up to in this race. Obviously when he boxed I think he was around, well, he was in P1. When all the medium runners boxed I think he was P5. So let's see if he can push on them that set of mediums, make up some place. He's got Shaggy up ahead, Mikey not far up the road, and Thomas as well. There's quite a big gap from P2 to P3, but I'm sure Hilly does have the pace to manoeuvre through them lot. Hilly is also P3 in the championship, so if he can get up there near Ski, could be a championship battle, that one. Obviously, Hilly racing later on. Yeah, that's unlucky, man. I'll see who he is now. Half second back off Shaggy. Swan Chef gets 10.6 for set mediums, down in P15. New fastest lap of the race. See who comes with the DRS. Every time I say DRS, Siri comes on. It's so annoying. So there he goes in a P5. Next up, Mikey. See if he can. He's still got 12 laps to try and catch the leaders. This British boy now is on the back of Ski. Ski is now on the back of British boy on the back of Ski. Ski now on the back of Viking. Battle for the lead. Viking on 4 lap, all the hard tyres to the Alpine. He's already within DRS range of Mikey, so keep an eye on that battle for P4. Here it comes, nice and close. Don't think there's going to be a move at the front. It's quite a big gap for DRS. So here comes Hilly on the charge. He's going to get this move done. On Mikey, up in a P4 now he goes. Hilly's pace is incredible on these mediums. I'm not be surprised if this is a new fastest lap. Yeah, there we go. 10.2, there's a very close between Ski and Viking. Looks like we're going to have a change for the lead. Here comes Ski with the inside line into turn 4. Viking is probably not going to give this up. Side by side through turn 4. Looks like we have avoided contact. Viking has still kept the place. Side by side up the hill into turn 6. Oh, Ski slams into Viking. Viking spun round. Oh no. Our former race leader, now miles back, off of Ski. Oh dear. Doesn't look like there was any room given by the Alpine on the inside. It's very unfortunate for Viking running a brilliant race. I think he's avoided damage though, which is good. But now Thomas Gangas only 2 seconds behind him. There's Viking boxes now. No problem. Viking looks like he's doing a two-stop. Hilly now, on the charge still. Just in the back of his teammate now, about a second and a half, even off 2 seconds. Still on the fresh mediums, putting some great lap times in. Obviously Ski, the man to beat in this race, about 6 seconds up the road from Hilly's teammate. So let's see if he can close in within the next 2 laps, get that move done and try and chase up the race lead. 10 laps to go in this race. So Margot Russell is now closing up to the back of Matt. He's still not in the session, even though I have invited him, so that's on him. Jonathan on the fresh rubber, on the back of Lily. Oh, looks like Ski's right in the middle of this battle. Get a little onboard from the lap car. Lily without DRS. See, Jonathan goes for a move here into turn 4. Ooh, has a look. Lily able to cover off. Greg Hamill's retired in the pits, fortunately. He's down in P17, out the points. Let's just say he's done more laps than the 2026 Aston Martin car would last. Silly now. Just over a second to his teammate. Let's hope his teammate doesn't make it too difficult. As he does now with DRS. Crucial part of this race. Half a second back, going through the centre S. See if we can get a move done. Into turn 4 now. It's going to take a lot. Half a second is the gap. Don't think he's going to have the pull to get it done just yet. We'll have to wait most likely until the main straight. Maybe try and force his teammate into a little mistake. Try and pick up the pace throughout the lap. Obviously, if you overtake during the lap, leave yourself quite exposed with DRS on the main straight. Through turn 10 we go. 8 laps left in this one. Ski with a demanding lead out in front by 6.6 seconds. As you can see, Hilly's got a full battery. So I think this will be the move. Hilly now, with the run on his teammate, sweeps through into P2 in this race. What a drive so far. Next up, the race leader Ski, also his championship rival. 7 seconds is the gap. Let's see if he can close us down. 7 laps to go, so he's going to have to get around a second a lap. And also overtake the Alpine to win this race. It's going to get very interesting towards the end. Let's see if he's got the pace to do so. Let's hope his tyres don't burn out towards the end of this race. As you can see, Viking all the way down in P7 now, after that collision with the Alpine and also boxed for a second set of hards. A lot of one-stops happening in this race, which is pretty impressive. Ev, of course, served his 10-second penalty. Our former race leader in this race. Looks quite convincing as well. For 10 seconds, for I can only assume corner cutting. Didn't quite catch it. The gap on front 5.9, so there has been a second gain on that lap for Hilly. 6 more of them and he'll be there. Just whether we can get the move done or not. Closest battle is Lily and Dadsarkima, so we will get on board with the V-Carb. Like Hilly has actually dropped his teammate as well. If I can get a penalty. Shaggy on the back of Mikey. Battle for P4 now. Three tenths to go. Let's see if Shaggy can get the move done at turn 1. Right. See if he has a run into turn 4 now. See more DRS. Down the retro poster. Overtaken enabled. Goes to the outside line into turn 4. Side by side we go. Looks like there's enough room given. And Shaggy gets the move. Open a P4 he goes. What a move. Round the outside. Gab out in front, 4.5 seconds. Might run out of time. Might run out of laps and tyres, to be fair. Their mediums will probably be screaming after 9 push laps. Matt Maddox right in the back of Gert. Shaggy on the older tyres than Mikey as well. Pretty impressive he got that move pulled off. Nearly out of DRS as well. Lily comes in for a set of soft tyres. Come on, let's see if we can get Lily fastest lap. No pressure. So Matt's just fallen off the back of Gert, so we ride on board with Mikey once again. Yeah, I don't think Hilly is going to catch Ski towards the end of this race. I don't think he's got enough tyres left to do so. It's going to take a monstrous drive in these last 4 laps to catch the race leader. Ev hanging in there without a penalty. Let's have a look at the penalties. Yeah, so as it stands, Ev will overtake Mikey with a P5 with the penalties. So the position changes. Yeah, Hilly's so consistent. There's your position changes. Ski going from P4 to P1 in this race. Shaggy going from P7 to P4. Very impressive drive from the McLaren driver. Gert and Matt making up loads of places from their starting positions. HA followed up 3. Big losers in this race. Lily, Jonathan, Jeff, Seth, and Ev have all lost multiple places. Oh, that yellow flag. My name's Jeff's gone off. We've got a battle for P8. The AI of Marco Rosso getting involved. Here comes Matt Maddox on the inside of Gert into turn 4. Gert does have the outside line and sweeps through. He does hang on the outside. Probably did get a warning for that, but he's kept the place. Viking looking to close up to the back of Ev towards the end of this race. Let's have a look at Viking's penalty. He's only got 3 seconds. So if he can get up to the back of Mikey on the fresher tyres, could make up a few places there. 2 laps to go. Hilly still 4 seconds back off Ski, so I think the race win is dead set for the Alpine. And Mikey on the back of Shaggy, going through turn 1. I got on board with Matt as he is closer with DRS and overtake down the main straight. See if he can get the move done. Lily makes a move on Dasa Huma. Down the inside goes Matt. Ooh, just has to back out slightly again.